my hearing is kind of bad. They tell me I need hearing aids, except they're so expensive. I don't know how any of you afford them, but one of these days probably will have to have them. I spent years in radio, and I ruined my hearing, or as we would say in Southern Indiana, I ruined my hearing. I ruined it. I think wearing the headphones and the music too loud. But there's an interesting thing that I learned about hearing loss, because throughout my life, I always thought hearing loss meant you could not hear. And that's not necessarily the case, because there are many things I can hear, I just can't understand. And that's the interesting difference. I can often hear a voice, and sometimes I can make out what's being said. Sometimes I can hear a faint voice in another room and understand it perfectly, but somebody with me, I just can't always make out what they're saying. In fact, the doctor told me that at times I read lips, and I didn't even know it. I didn't know I could do this, but he said, you're probably filling in the blanks subconsciously by reading lips, which, by the way, explains why during the time when we had to wear masks, I could hardly understand anybody, and that made a lot of sense to me. I had to apologize to a lot of folks and say, could you lower your mask for just a second? I have no idea what you're saying. So I'm in a store the other day, and this gentleman who had a very nice professional demeanor about him, but he had a kind of a gentle tone, and he smiled behind the cash register, and I had no idea what he was saying. But I didn't want to ask, and I kind of, over time I started thinking, and I could piece together word, bag. Do I want a bag? Yes, I want a bag. I was hoping that's what so I said, yes. And I got a bag, and I was right about that. But there's an interesting thing about hearing. Sometimes it's not a matter of not being able to hear the volume level. It's being able to distinguish it. Did you know that? Little piece of fun fact for you to take into your day, and may God bless you with sharp hearing when somebody needs for you to listen. May God give you the blessing of being able to hear someone today. And that will bless them too, my friend. And may it be so. In the name of Jesus.